something that inspired me, what I wanted to find out. Had to be informative so you can learn something about it. Has to be a real problem that I can fix or solve, and has to be entertaining to grab your attention. But not a serious problem because I can't solve those. That's too hard. So is it going to be about me being a dual enrollment chemical engineer major? No. Was it going to be about the food I enjoy cooking? No. What about the effects behind dyeing hair? This was recommended by Miss Line, but sadly, no. The science of playing an instrument? No. The molecular interactions created in the atmosphere, because I'm also a chemistry major? No. Was it going to be about the male experience in the bathroom? Of course it is. So, why did I choose this topic? So one day we had a conversation between me and my friends. You guys want me to specify who? No? Okay, so one person was not sure about the male anatomy. So they were confused about circumcision and neutering. So neutering is for mainly male dogs, where you cut off the testicles to prevent it from reproducing. And circumcision is mainly for males, human males, where you cut off the excess foreskin on the tip.
Students, bus 1922 has arrived. Bus 19-22 has arrived.
Where you cut off the excess foreskin on the penis. And so, for every man, preferences is also what we talked about. So, you see this image here? These dots are where we prefer to pee in the toilet. So here is where one of us decided, the blue is where I decided, and this is where someone else decided in my friend group. So if you pee here in the middle of the water, you are known as a menace because someone who does that splashes pee everywhere.
Students, bus 48-6 has now arrived. Bus 48-6 has now arrived.
What is the science reason behind doing the circumcision? What is the science, and why do you think it has to be done?
For cleanliness, definitely, because you don't have to extract the excess skin to clean it.
And there's a place where the bacteria gets into it,
Yes.
into your body, and it might cause infection. So that's the reason behind it.
And
Because
also-
urine is something waste product which is coming out of your body, and it's got so many toxic substances in it, and it's got the bacteria in it. So that kind of helps you, avoid that part of it. Yes.
So I also had prior information on the bathroom. This will be explained on the next slide. So this is where I got the idea from. And I'm also a person of cleanliness, so I like being clean. So this is why I wanted to research about this and understand where I should pee to minimize the splashing.
Okay, that's the reason we wanted to attend this one. Okay, yeah.
So the prior information is called Poop Splash Elimination. It's by Smarter Every Day. So he's an American mechanical engineer who does YouTube for a living now. So what he does is research the things in daily life and stuff like careers and stuff. So he just explains about what they do, how they do it, and why things work. So this is just one of the videos. So in the video, he added a sheet of toilet paper as a solution. And when you excrete your waste through the toilet paper, the toilet paper will catch and retain the water tension. And so it reduces the air pocket from collapsing, and then the air pocket doesn't close. Well, it does close, but it doesn't create this spike of water. So the air pressure is not allowed to shoot the water up into your anus. So here, as the image before, the dots are the aimed areas, the black ones are other people, and then the blue one is me, where I prefer to pee. So your pee stream is a turbulent flow, which means there are irregularities in the air and stream flow of water disruptions. So when you pee and it contacts the water, those will create the ripples and the formation of the spikes of water. So we know this is not laminar flow. Laminar flow is when the water stream is consistent and there are no irregularities in the air. So with laminar flow as well, if you have a flat surface and you put it towards the end of the stream, it will create this bubble, and it's a smooth, continuous bubble. So while doing research, it said that your pee stream, when it contacts the wall of the toilet, if it's a perpendicular angle, it's bad because it creates the most splash. And the more parallel it is, which is closer to zero, angle to zero, it's good and it minimizes the most of the pee splash. So one of the patented devices that I also researched was called a pee guard. So initially you pee, there's a splash, it's caught by the device, and then there is a clean surrounding. However, I would like to eliminate the splash and the device itself because it is not clean to clean every time, and it's just there, you have to buy it. So if you eliminate it, you pee, there's no splash, there's clean surrounding. That was my objective. So when using a urinal, how I use it, I move to the left side and pee alongside of the wall. I don't pee straight into the urinal cake, which is down here. The red dots here are where some of my friends pee, and I just don't like that because it will splash back at me or at my feet, and I am scared of that. It's gross. So I just move slightly to the left of the urinal wall and pee there, so it glides along the wall and falls into it. It is effective. However, if someone walks in behind you and decides to move to the urinal next to you, it's a little weird because you're slightly next to them compared to the other stall. A little homosexual, you guys. So humans are naturally lazy, and for me, among fellow guys as well, we don't feel like we need to lift the toilet seat. It's already a big area, and it's a lot of effort just to lift it. And so, if you ask, why can't we do this with toilets as well? If we stand off-centered with the toilet, our pee stream is really far away from the toilet itself. So, when you pee, it looks like this. There are little splashes that come out the side of the stream as well. So that might get caught on the toilet seat, and that's why you don't want to stand near the side of the toilet bowl. And so setting up the experiment, this experiment was rather rough in general, rather than precise, so I didn't need to meticulously gather the data points in the splashing stuff. And for the pee stream, to replicate it, I used a hole in the water bottle, so I poked a knife in the tip of the water bottle cap, and I spun it to create a perfect circle. And so I also layered 4 sheets of toilet paper here to find out the catching of the pee splash when it comes back up. And so all I did was place the water bottle at the proper zone, which is near the crotch area, and then spray at the desired areas in here, where I decided to test. So this is how it looked. I decided to use this bottle at first initially, but as you can see, the hole creates a stream that isn't really circular, and it creates this flat stream initially. So I decided not to use that and use a stronger one. So it created a rounder stream, and also the plastic is very more stiff compared to this one, so it's more controlled when you squeeze it rather than the flimsy one. So the green area in the toilet bowl is where I tested, because it's theoretically comfortable and normal, because when you pee near the red area, which I did not want to test, you have to push down on your male genital, theoretically, so that's rather uncomfortable if you tried it for my guys. And so I just tested in the green area, and while testing with the water bottle, the white water stream, it didn't really show that much of a splashing, so that's when I turned to heavy streams and squeezed a bit harder to amplify the splashing and see the results. So everything was similar on this area, these 12 dots. So for the top 6 dots, the top 6 dots, okay, so the higher spot it is, the more perpendicular the angle is to the wall.
Sorry.
Talking about pee streams. Okay, so the higher spot you pee, which is these 6 dots, it is a more perpendicular angle to the wall, so you know that will create more splashing. This is just a problem explanation. It's just what I did. Lower spot it's closer to the water, and your pee has more chance to contact with the water at a higher velocity. So that's what creates more of the splash. So that's why the bottom 3 dots are eliminated. And then the more you aim left, the more effort you have to put in to move your male genital over. So that's why this one is eliminated. And this one, it's just the distance away. I don't know. The one on the side just seems better in my testing, so that's why I just chose that. So in conclusion, some of the variables that you should keep in mind to minimize splash while standing to urinate is the comfort and ease in it, the entry angle of the pee stream, the distance from the water, either from your male genital or the pee stream to the water, or the ability to aim yourself. So as a result, the best spot to pee is a third up from the back middle water line, and the same distance of that to either left or right of the bowl. So basically, in conclusion, you can basically just say, where's the best pee spot? This can be summarized in this picture.